RamiX back with another video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button as we shall now get into the video. If you haven't already, a comment would be appreciated. What if Naruto was Itachi's disciple? Now, going into this what if, there were a lot of ways that I was thinking about taking it. Maybe the Uchiha clan doesn't get massacred. Maybe it does. Maybe Naruto leaves the village. Maybe he doesn't. And over all of the scenarios that I played in my head, I found one that I enjoyed. And it's the one that you're going to see here. Now, maybe I may have said it already, maybe I didn't say it. But the fact of the matter is, this what if shall now begin. The story of Naruto Uzumaki. If he were Itachi's disciple. It's a nice day in the Leaf Village, as a 4-year-old Naruto walks the street. It had seemed like Naruto got spit on today. Why, Naruto thought to himself. Why do they hate him? Why do the villagers hate him specifically? Naruto would continue to walk about. He, being a little kid, just thought, oh, it's spit. It doesn't really matter. But more and more things started to happen in his day. People started to throw things at him and yell at him, and even though he was only 4 years old, these things hurt. They made him cry. And now, with tears filling his eyes, he walked deeper and deeper into the Leaf Village, so far that he didn't know where he was anymore. With that being said, he stumbled into a man, no taller than about 3 of him. So, Naruto looked up, and when he did, he saw this man of men. What I mean by that is that Naruto hadn't really seen anyone like him in his entire life, even though his life has, well, only been of 4 years. But with that, he would smile and then look back down and keep walking. The man would stop Naruto, asking if he needed any help, as he saw the tears in Naruto's eyes. Naruto would look back at the man, as the man could look right through him. This man was Itachi Uchiha. Now, technically speaking, Itachi couldn't really look right through him, but Itachi could tell by looking at him that something happened and he was hurt. And thus, Itachi would grab Naruto, putting him on his shoulders as they walked to a forest within the Leaf Village. You could even call it a private forest, as it was quite close to the border of the Leaf Village. With that being said, Itachi would lay Naruto down. Well, boy, tell me what happened today. Itachi would lay down beside Naruto as well, as Naruto would tell him everything that happened. Well, do you have a name? My name is Itachi Uchiha. Is that enough? Now, for a 4-year-old to say this, it doesn't make much sense that he would know all these words, but we're just going to go with anime logic, and Naruto is going to know all these words for the sake of the what if. Naruto's also a lot smarter in this what if for some of you who may ask later on in different parts, depending on how long this series is. But with that being said, Naruto would start to explain. He started off by saying that he had a good sleep, and that when he awoke and walked out of his apartment, that the air hit his face nicely, a nice cool breeze. With that, he walked down the streets of the Leaf Village, and someone spat on him. This didn't really hurt my feelings much, but it was kind of weird. Why did that guy feel like he had I don't know. I guess the real question I have is why he thought it was kind of spit on a young little boy like me. What makes me different from all the others? From all the other children that don't get spit on? That's the only real question I have. But anyways, I continued to walk down the streets and, well, people threw things at me, like tomatoes and apples and even some potatoes, I think, were thrown at me. I tried to pick them up because, well, I don't get too much to eat each day. I really only eat ramen and milk and other stuff that I can find. And so when I tried to pick it up, they took it out of my hands and threw it on me again and again and again until it splattered all over me. Can you see this, Itachi? That is your name, right? Yes, Itachi is my name, boy. Continue what you've been saying. Look, this is a black shirt. It looks like it's red with tomatoes. I see. Well, go on. Tell me how that made you feel. How did it make you feel? That's what you're asking? Well, it made me feel horrible. Enough said, Naruto. You know my name? Oh, I probably told you. Yes, you probably did. Now stand up. Try to hurt me. Huh? Why would I ever do that? I won't repeat myself, Naruto. Try to hurt me. And thus, after some convincing on Itachi's end, Naruto would try to attack him. And as he did try to attack Itachi, Itachi would move out of the way, dodging this attack and punching Naruto in the face. Naruto would fall right down to the ground, as tears would well up in his eyes. New tears, not the ones that he had been crying up a storm with before. And thus Naruto would ask what Itachi did that for. As Itachi would speak. Well, how are you ever supposed to learn what pain feels like if you've never truly felt it head on? How you describe it to me is most of this stuff is verbal. It doesn't really hurt. And if villagers do apply any physical force to you, they don't hurt you on levels like this. You've never been punched in the face like that. That's why you didn't expect me to hit back. Now get up and fight me again. Try to hurt me this time. Naruto was going to say that he was trying to hurt Itachi, but no matter, he would try to hit him again. This time, Naruto would step back right after he took the punch, ready to maybe even grab one of Itachi's hits, or something on the lines of that. But even so, it didn't work. This time, he was punched in the gut. Naruto now had a stomach ache, as he laid completely on the ground now, looking up at the sky, the blue sky. Why did you do that? That hurt. Itachi, stop. Just let me hit you. Well, if everything's handed to you, Naruto, you'll never learn. You got that. So come on now. Fight me. Hit me. Hurt me. Naruto would stand back up. This time his legs were trembling with pain. Even though Itachi had hit him in the face and stomach, it was as if his whole body was in pain. It was as if every single movement that he made hurt like 1,000 nails. But with that being said, Naruto would press through. This time, he would do a flurry of attacks that Itachi would let be hit. What I mean by that is Itachi would let these hits actually land, as Naruto would smile, falling down to the ground. With that, Itachi would grab Naruto, bringing him up to the, well, surface, I guess, as Naruto was laying down. With that, Itachi would begin to speak once more. So, once you finally got a hit on me on your third attempt, What you did was fall down with excitement, with a smile on your face as you looked up at the sky. It almost looked like, right there and then, you could have taken a nap. Why? Why was just hitting me enough? Now, if you don't know the answer to that, that's fine. But I need you to learn, Naruto. I need you to learn that just because you were rewarded with something doesn't mean that you should be satisfied. You see that pond over there? Where? Over there. Itachi would point more firmly. Naruto. oh, over there. Naruto would look and see the pond. Oh, yeah, I see the pond. And there's probably a few alligators. Can you see any of them? Yeah, I see one, I think. He's just sitting there, looking at nothing. Kinda like he's sleeping. He's not sleeping. He just had a meal, and now he's satisfied. You see, Naruto, that's what just happened to you. If you compare your punches to a meal, then you just had a meal, and right after you were satisfied, ready to take a nap right on the grass beneath you. With a smile on your face, you sat just like that alligator, looking at really nothing. An opponent in battle will see that as weakness. If you smile after landing just a few blows, you'll be taken aback and killed. You got that? Killed? Why would I die for such a thing? Well, Naruto, what's your dream? I want to be Hokage. A 4-year-old that wants to become Hokage. Okay, you don't hear that every day. Well, Naruto, Itachi would clear his throat. Also, if it seems like I'm clearing these characters' throats a lot, it's really just due to the fact that, I don't know, I feel like it adds a lot more character sometimes when these characters clear their throats. But with that being said, Itachi would continue. Well, the Hokage is going to have to go on a lot of missions outside of the village before they ever reach that status. You understand that, right? Yeah, I understand that. Well, Naruto, right now in the Leaf Village, there's nothing wrong. But back in my day, when I was younger, far younger than you are. Well, actually, I was a little older, I think. It didn't even catch Itachi's mind that he was older than Naruto's age. But then he remembered and said, I think I was about 8 years old. But at that time, there was war. A big war, even. And it was then that I realized the meaning of life. That you must cherish it. And that no matter how much you cherish it at the same time, someone else who either cherishes it more, wants it more, wants life more, well, they'll take your life away from you if it means they have life. Does that make sense to you, Naruto? No, it doesn't. Can you explain again? Explain again? Are you serious? Naruto would yawn as well. Well, fine. I'm saying that just because you want to live, if someone else wants to live more than you do, then they can take your life away as easy as that. So, Naruto, your ambition of becoming Hokage, I hope it's strong enough to live. Because there's going to be people who want 10 times that. They don't want to just be Hokage. They may even want all 5 great nations under their control. They may even want to be king of the world. So never stop, Naruto. Never stop winning. Never stop cherishing life, desiring it. And if you ever see someone who cherishes life more than you, strike them down right where they stand. If they're an enemy, that is. If they're an ally, then don't do that. Because chances are that in your time of need, that ally will probably come to your side and help you with whatever it may be that you need help with. I see. Naruto would smile. I feel so. You feel so what? Happy. Someone's actually paying attention to me today. Well, Naruto, I have a question. Would you like to be my student? Your student? Okay, I'll ask it again. Would you like to be my disciple? Maybe, maybe not. What does that mean? It means that I can teach you things, that you can learn from me. I'm learning from you right now. You can learn a lot more if you decide to say yes. But if you say no, that's fine. But you may or may not just live your whole life, never to see your true potential. Fine. Then obviously I'm gonna say yes. Yes, Itachi. I'll become your disciple, student, I don't know. Good. Come here at 9 tomorrow. 9 in the morning or 9 in the night? 9 in the morning. We'll train until... what time is it now? 12? Yeah. We'll train from 9 a.m. to 12. How does that sound? 12 what? A.m. or p.m.? Huh. Well, for the heck of it, we'll train to 12 a.m., okay? That's a lot of time, I know. I'm gonna try to make you into the strongest you can be, Naruto. And I'm gonna need a lot of time for that. Each day it's gonna hurt to get out of bed. Trust me, the pain's gonna be almost unbearable. But you'll get used to it. You'll adapt. You'll get stronger, smarter, better, faster. And you'll become a true ninja. And closer to that amazing dream of yours. Do you remember what it is? Of course I remember my dream, Itachi. I want to be Hokage. And I want it badly. Then if you want it badly, go to sleep and get here on time. And thus, that would be what Naruto would do. He would wake up at 9. And then, with that, he would appear at the same place he was yesterday. It was as if his body guided him to the location. Upon arrival, Itachi would be standing there. At this point, he was in an Uchiha t-shirt. And, obviously, Naruto was going to ask questions. He's a young boy. So, Naruto would ask him what the little crest on his back means, as Itachi would tell him something that Naruto would remember for the rest of his life. Naruto. In this village, there are many clans. The 𝙎𝙈𝙊𝙊𝙏, the Akamichi, the Yamanaka, the Hyuga, etc. Even the Sarutobi, all amazing clans. But the Uchiha, the clan that I'm from actually, they're powerful. And not to toot their own horn, but they're stronger than those clans. You could even say better. Not to say that they were born that way, but in most cases, Uchiha are superior to those clans. You understand? Now, the Hyuga, well, they're a bit of a different story. But even so, the Uchiha outmatch them, and are therefore superior. We produce stronger members than they do. For instance, Shisui, or even me. I, at this age, which is what? Oh, you don't need to know that. I, at this age, could probably take on about 10 𝙎𝙈. Maybe 20. And maybe even 30. That's the difference between the Uchiha to the 𝙎𝙈. So what would be the difference between an Uchiha and a normal person? Well, that would be about 100, Naruto. I want to be an Uchiha. Why do you want to be an Uchiha? Well, you said an Uchiha is equal to 100 people. That's kind of how I see the what? The Hokage. 100 people all in one. A man no one can touch. Not even scratch. So that's how you see the Hokages. Yes, and that's exactly why I want to be one. Well, there's also another reason. And what is that reason, Naruto? Well, Naruto would scratch his hand. He would then grab it tightly as he would firmly say, I want every single villager to look up to me. I want them to understand that I'm not a monster. Shh, Itachi would say, cutting off Naruto. Hokage. Well, it's a pipe dream. What's that? It means that you're not going to be able to accomplish your dream. What? Yeah, I will. Heck yeah, I will, Itachi. No, not at all. What do you mean? Well, from what I hear, you want to become Hokage for people. You don't want to become Hokage for yourself. And if you never learn to do things for yourself, then you'll never learn to step up to such a role as being Hokage. You have to want Hokage more than anything, if that's truly what you want to do and know. And know this. The road to becoming Hokage won't be easy. Understand? You're gonna go through dark moments, happy and sad. Okay? Okay. I understand, Master. I'm sure you do. Or maybe you don't. You are very young now, aren't you? Whatever. Anyways, Naruto. With that out of the way, I have a question for you. What's the question? Are you willing to kill a man? Huh? If I put you right in front of a person right now, and they were going to go attack you, would you be willing to take their life? Well, let me think about that. It's a whole person. No, I could never take another person's life. That's evil. Itachi, why would you even say such a thing? Okay. Well, what if this person was going to go kill me? Well, I love you. I care about you. Naruto, you've only known me for 2 days. You can't love me. Heck yeah, I can. Anyways, continue what you were saying. What would you do if someone was going to go kill me? But if you killed them, I wouldn't die. Well, then obviously I'd kill them. And that's the problem. I'm afraid you're too busy worrying about others and not yourself. You see, if you were born as a Hyuga, Aburame, Akamichi, Nara, Yamanaka, or any of those clans, any of the clans that are in the Leaf Village, besides maybe 2, then, actually, any of those clans, even my own, the Uchiha, then I would teach you that you can do things for others, that you can live for others, that you can have dreams for others. But you were born differently, Naruto. Huh? Lift up your shirt. and feel your stomach. How does it feel? Normal? Now shake it. Oh, now my stomach feels odd. When I shake my stomach, it feels normal. That's because there's something within you. Huh? Like what? It's known as the Nine-Tails Fox. Is that why all the villagers hate me? Good and... Itachi thought to himself. Is this the right decision? Itachi would smirk. That is a very good inference to make, Naruto. Yes, it is. And now don't go thinking that the Nine-Tails is a horrible thing. It's actually an amazing thing. It means that you, possibly, can access power that can rival other Hokage. Wait, so I have something that can make me as strong as a Hokage? Inside of my belly? Well, kinda. Basically. Well, that's amazing. And why is that so amazing? Well, it just is. Okay. Well, anyways. Time to get back to your training, Naruto. Naruto would then continue to train. Now let's speak a little bit about what Naruto is training on. First of all, he's trying to improve his endurance, his speed, his strength, his power, and overall every single thing that you can improve in a ninja. But what Itachi is truly trying to hammer home is Naruto's mindset. 2 more years would pass, and a 6-year-old Naruto is very, very powerful. If we were to compare it to a different Naruto, this 6-year-old Naruto is probably on a level of how strong Naruto was at 12 years old with control over the first tail of the Nine-Tails. That's how powerful this Naruto is. And at this point, Itachi has been trying to train Naruto on how to use the Nine-Tails chakra. And Naruto, to maybe some of you guys are surprised, maybe not, has actually been able to tame a small portion of the Nine-Tails' chakra, about 1 to 2 tails. If Naruto goes above that, he gets a little too angry and in some cases cannot be stopped. Well, he can be easily stopped, but not by himself. Forces have to come in, like Itachi himself. As nobody actually knows that Naruto is being trained by Itachi. No one really knows what Naruto is doing because Naruto isn't even in the academy yet. And so, it just is what it is. Of course, Hiruzen still checks up on Naruto from time to time, but with Naruto not really needing to see Hiruzen as much, Hiruzen would never really stop by. And what I mean by needing is Naruto didn't really have a desire to see Hiruzen whenever Hiruzen would visit, so Hiruzen really had no incentive to check up on Naruto besides to make sure that he was okay on a monthly basis, right? But with that being said, Naruto is very, very powerful, and at this point, he actually does have access to, in my opinion, what I already stated, a good amount of the Nine-Tails chakra. But with that being said, Naruto Uzumaki would start to get older, and things would start to change. Now, you guys must take account Naruto's mindset. Naruto is probably 5 times smarter than the Naruto that we see in canon. Never mind the fact that he's being trained by Itachi almost every single day. And when he's not, he's still training constantly to improve himself day by day. But tensions in the Leaf Village arise, and one thing leads to another, and by the time that Naruto was 8 years old, the Uchiha Massacre had taken place. And with the Uchiha Massacre came one lone survivor, Sasuke Uchiha. But to Naruto, there were 2 known survivors of the Uchiha clan. Itachi Uchiha and his younger brother Sasuke. You see, to Naruto, Itachi, never mind the fact if he killed his clan or not, was just as much of an Uchiha as the rest of them. And so, before Itachi had left, Naruto would get to hear something from Itachi. And what I mean by that is Itachi would tell Naruto something. Itachi's words were as followed. Naruto, I'm 13 now. Does that make sense to you? Of course it does. Okay, and how old are you? Itachi, why ask such dumb questions? Just get to the point. Well, I'm 7, almost 8 in a few months. Okay, good. Anyways, I'll finally get to the point with you, Naruto, okay? Okay, well, stop speaking like that, Itachi. Just get it over with. What do you have to tell me? It seems like my words may not be able to express how I feel and what I'm trying to say. I don't have much time, so before I put you in this genjutsu, I'll tell you this. When you come to be 13 years old, we'll meet again. And if you have what it is in... Never mind. I'll just put you in the genjutsu from now. Naruto would watch as a tear would run down Itachi's eye. What's wrong? Naruto had already entered the genjutsu. Here, Itachi would be able to say exactly what he wanted to say, and his words would flow so perfectly. Naruto. As soon as Naruto heard that, he felt warm, and Itachi would explain to him everything. Everything about the clan, the corruptness of the village, etc. But finally, Itachi would tell Naruto this. When you finally come to be 13 years old, so in 5 or 6 years, we'll meet again. On that day, if you're the man that I hope you are by then, or boy, I guess, hopefully I can entrust you with something. But for now, take care of my brother. And if you have to beat him up a little to protect him, then do that as well. I want you to instill in him 1% of what I taught you, okay? That's a hard task, Itachi. Are you sure you want me to hurt your brother? Well, I love him. But I know now he hates me. Well, can you blame him? You killed his mother and father in front of his eyes. You should feel horrible for that, Itachi. But yes, of course, I'll do as you say. Thank you, Naruto. And for now, no. Forever, no. Until you prove to me that you are the man that I need you to be. Then, whenever that day comes, you will no longer be my student. So train for the day that we meet again, because I'm gonna want to fight you. And I have a gift for you, Naruto. A gift? Yeah, a gift. Listen here. This eye I'm about to give you. This eye I'm about to give you is very special, okay, Naruto? An eye? Don't tell me you mean... Yes, I mean a Sharingan. This eye belonged to my closest friend. Are you talking about... Yes, Shisui. Now, Naruto had met Shisui on a few occasions, as... Well, since Itachi was with Naruto almost every day, or every 2 days, every 3 days, well, sometimes Shisui would get to go and swing by and teach Naruto, train Naruto, fight Naruto, etc. And they had developed a decently close bond. With that, Itachi would say this. this. Well, Naruto, take these eyes, and with your chakra supply, you'll be able to use its Mangekyo ability far more efficient than I will. I'm going to remove your left eye in the real world now, okay? Huh? It won't feel like anything here. Okay. It's out. And the Mangekyo Sharingan is now in. It's taking form and spinning into a 3 Tomoe. Wait, what the hell? Huh? It turned back into a regular eye. But it's not blue. It's black. What the hell? The explanation for this is that Naruto's body was able to resonate with the Sharingan. How is this possible? Naruto is no Senju, no Uzumaki, but it had seemed like when this Sharingan entered Naruto's body, that something deep within Naruto awakened. What we call this is the blood of Asura. You see, Asura and Indra were related. Indra had the Sharingan, and I don't know if you guys know where I'm going with this, but basically due to that relation, it seemed that Naruto is able to control the Sharingan and is going to be able to deactivate it and reactivate it at will, unlike people who are not born to the clan that obtain Sharingan. With that being said, Naruto would smile. Well, Itachi, do I have the eye in me now? Because I feel different. You do, actually. Something interesting has happened. But there are many books in the libraries around Konoha. I need you to read those books. They'll tell you more and more about the Sharingan that you now have. Shisui Uchiha Sharingan. The Sharingan that possesses Koto Natsukami. Okay? That's the eye I need you to research about. Because that's the eye that you now have, okay, Naruto? Okay. Thank you. No, I should really be thanking you. I'm going to take you out of the Genjutsu now. Okay. Okay. Naruto would leave the Genjutsu, smiling as he looked at Itachi in the eyes. Itachi would nod his head, as he would say, until we meet again. Itachi would disappear into a few lines as he had used his version of the body flicker jutsu to get far and far away from Naruto's location. Far enough to be outside of the Leaf Village without a trace. Naruto would look up to the sky and then back to the direction of Itachi and then back up until we meet again, Master. And with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as that would be greatly and deeply appreciated. Road to 30K, obviously. So yeah, share the video to your friend who likes what ifs. And with that, this has been ramiX. And ramiX out. Before this video truly starts, I just wanted to give a bit of a trigger warning, so to speak. Just that this part specifically may be a little gruesome, and the parts following in this specific series. If you don't like a lot of that kind of gore and raw, malicious action, I suppose, then just click off and check out one of my other videos. But with that out of the way, we can now begin, and it should be past Rami speaking, so I'm just gonna let him carry off the intro. ramiX back with another video. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as it would be greatly appreciated. But with that being said, we can now begin the video. Also, comment if you haven't already, and also it would be appreciated if you guys drop some what if suggestions below, as I would like to add some more what ifs to my what if vault. 2 years have now passed, and Naruto is now 9 years old. Naruto has not gone to the academy in this timeline, as his skills are far above that of an academy student. Now, Hiruzen originally planned to put Naruto into the academy, but Naruto had objected to this idea, saying that to be put in the academy would be shameful. And thus, he would show his skill to Hiruzen, demonstrating it on a member of the Anbu. Naruto beat the member of the Anbu. And thus, it was decided that Naruto would not have to go to the academy for the 4 years that someone would usually go to the academy. With that being said, at this point, Naruto has already gone on multiple missions. Most of the missions that he's went on are A and S rank missions, but on one of the missions that were an S rank mission, Naruto was the lone survivor. But that day, he met a woman. A woman who you could say a 9-year-old Naruto fell in love with. Her name, Sam Uzumaki. With that being said, the contents of this mission are very, very gruesome. So, Naruto has never ever talked about it. But I will put it into the simplest of terms. The mission was supposed to be quite simple. In theory, the highest level that it could reach was A rank. But they were gravely mistaken. The squad that Naruto was on consisted of 3 Jonin, 2 Chunin, and himself. Naruto was a special Jonin. It made no sense for Hiruzen to put Naruto as a actual Jonin at the age of 9 years old, as people like Danzo would look at that as a little bit weird, and would maybe even try to interfere with Naruto's growth, and thus Hiruzen took the safe route, putting Naruto as a special Jonin. With that being said, their squad had engaged in a mission of recon. This mission of recon was to check out a small village. Whilst in this village, they realized many things were off. The people here were all very, very powerful. And by the time that they had realized this, it was too late. The villagers had decided to fight back. Naruto was cornered. His whole squad was murdered in front of his eyes. But they had done a lot to take out as many people as they could. And Naruto, knowing everything about this mission, had enough information to report back to the Hokage. And thus, Naruto left. But before he could, he saw a girl. A girl with vibrant red hair. Behind a small little shop. Hugging a teddy bear. With a sword on her back. Naruto would laugh to himself. In Naruto's mind, he knew this was no time for fun and games. He shouldn't even stop to ask who the girl was. But something drew him towards this woman. And the teddy bear, sword, it made no sense. Why would a little girl carry a sword whilst hugging a teddy bear? So Naruto approached them, asking who they were. The little girl would look up, as she would smile. Naruto would be taken aback. She looked a lot older than he thought she was. If he were to guess, she looked like she was about his age. Now, Naruto had a decision to make. Does he sit here and make conversation, or leave while he has the chance? Naruto would do the dumber of the two, which was not in his character at the time. But can you blame him for acting out of character? His whole squad was just killed in front of him. With that, he asked the little girl a few questions, as eventually he came to know her age, her name, and even a few things that she liked. The girl went on about things that she liked and her name, Sam Uzumaki. She also said that she was 8 years old. As Naruto would ask the little girl why she was in this part of the village, she would simply say, she's too powerful, and they fear her. So they fear you because you're too powerful, Sam. Is that what you're telling me? Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Okay. So why are you over here hugging a teddy bear? Doesn't seem too strong of you. Well, my parents gave it to me when I was young. My dad, specifically. It's the only thing I have left of him. You see, my parents were too strong, too, and they were killed somewhere far away from here. I'm actually, technically speaking, a refugee to this place. I see. They took me under their wing, hoping that I could fight for their nation, but I don't care about fighting, and I have no reason to fight either. I will admit, I'm extremely powerful, but I have no real reason to fight. I have nothing to fight for, nothing to live for, nothing to gain. It's just bloodshed. They can go do that themselves. Well, since you are pretty strong, would you by any chance be interested in leaving this crummy old village? My squad. We came here, and when we left, it was just me. What do you mean? I mean my whole squad was annihilated. You understand? Yeah. You're a ninja? How are you a ninja but my age? Well, let's just say I'm extremely powerful as well. Now, do you want to leave this place or not? I'm not gonna let you be a ninja in my village. Just so you know that. You already told me that you don't like to fight. And that you have nothing to fight for. So that would be dumb to even suggest. But what I will let you do is join me. Join you in what? Well, maybe one day you could guard me when I'm 𝙎𝙈𝙊𝙃𝙃. Or you could be my personal medical ninja. Sorry, I don't really know your skills and abilities. The sword made me assume that you're a fighter, so you could be my bodyguard. But since you're a woman, and in this world and society, women usually are pretty good at medical ninjutsu. Maybe you could be my personal healer. I see. Well, you do know that there's many medical ninja that are men too, right? Yes, there's thousands. Okay, well, I guess I can leave this, in your words, crummy old village. Then how about you take my hand and stand up? The girl, Sam Uzumaki, would take Naruto's hand and stand to her feet. With that, they would run from the village. Naruto would reach an opening, as about 10 of the Jonin level ninja from the village had managed to catch up. Naruto would tell Sam to sit down, as he would take care of it. With that, he would draw his blade. Naruto would activate one tail of the 9 tails. As soon after, he would diminish the chakra. He had only used the chakra to sense how strong his opponents were in comparison to himself. And with that, he would rush past all of them. With that, he was now 10 meters away from all of them at this point. I know it sounds a little repetitive, but this should make sense. Naruto would then put away his blade. As the moment that it was put away, each and every one of them would fall. Sam would look up at Naruto with what could only be described as surprise and happiness. Someone exactly like her, she thought. With that being said, Naruto would walk back over to her, as he would say, "Well, do you want to fight ninja with me? Maybe accompany me on a few missions? Now that my squad's dead, I don't have any more." What do you mean you don't have any more? Ninjas to fight with. What else could I mean? Well, maybe. Just maybe I'll help you out in some of your missions. Okay. That's great. Maybe I can develop some sort of, I don't know, title. Naruto the Lone Wolf? I don't know. But, secretly, I'd have a ninja fighting with me at all moments. Named Sam Uzumaki. That doesn't sound too bad in my opinion. With that, Naruto would rush back to the village, telling Sam that he'd be right back. Before he left, he would create a sort of barrier. It was a sealing jutsu that was used to seal certain people away. But in this case, he was using it to protect someone, Sam. And with that, he would rush back to the village. In front of him stood hundreds of these Jonin-level ninja. Naruto would unleash the power of the Nine-Tails Fox. This time, he used 3 tails. At this point, Naruto does know how to control up to 4 tails of the Nine-Tails' chakra, so this was light work. With that, Naruto would rush through all of them, killing them all with no mercy. This is where Naruto thought to himself, after they had all fallen, except for one. Why didn't I just do that from the jump? None of my men would have been killed. Not a single squad member would have fallen. But I was foolish. I was too scared of what they'd think of me afterwards. Too scared of the looks that they may have given me. This is where Naruto would develop a sort of life motive. To live his life to the fullest, no matter what people think of him. With that, Naruto would collect the bodies of each and every one of his squad members. With that, he would return them to the Leaf Village, as he would tell Hiruzen that he's going to take a small break from doing missions. Now, this was very acceptable by Hiruzen. Hiruzen even seeked to get Naruto mental help, but Naruto declined it, saying that he'd be fine. With that, Naruto would leave the village, and wouldn't be seen for about 3 to 4 years. In those 4 years, or 3 to 4 years, Naruto had grown very, very close to Sam, and had realized that the woman that he looked at every day while he was away from the Leaf Village was the woman that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with. But one day this would all change. 3 years later from the day that Naruto met Sam, they had been fighting a few mercenary ninja. Now, to put it this way, Naruto had left the village, but this didn't really mean that he wasn't necessarily growing his reputation and continuing to be sort of a ninja. At this point, people are now looking for Naruto, Anbu, in fact, as Naruto, in, well, their eyes, has gone missing. But his reputation grows by the day. People are even looking at him as a Kage-level ninja at this point, which is very, very true. But on this mission, they didn't expect it. But the mercenary group that they thought numbered 512 numbered about 106,000. This was a number unheard of in some nations, never mind a small band of mercenaries. And as Sam and Naruto worked their way through them, they realized that it wasn't going to end. And so Naruto would slash away about 30 of them as they kept coming. Naruto would then slash away another 30, and another 30, and then another 60, and then another 90. With that, Naruto would grab Sam and run away. Into the trees they leapt, as Naruto would look around them. At this point, Naruto is a very, very powerful ninja and has acquired many skills. So, his sensing capabilities have heightened by maybe 30 times what they were before, as Naruto wasn't even a sensory ninja in the first place. With that, Naruto counted exactly how many were left. 100,003. Naruto's mouth would drop as he saw that they had closed in on them. At this point, Naruto didn't know what to do. It was either here that they could escape, or they could fight until they die. Naruto would tell Sam to wait where she is, as Naruto would leap down into the crowd of ninja. With that, Naruto would go deeper and deeper into his Nine-Tails transformation. At this point, he has not mastered anything beyond the Four-Tails chakra transformation, as he doesn't want to go berserk and accidentally hurt Sam. And thus, this time, he would delve into the first tail of the Nine-Tails, slashing through hundreds of them. When that wasn't enough, he would use 2 tails of chakra, slashing through even more, and then 3, and then 4. At this point, Naruto was hacking through them by the thousands, but it still wasn't enough. Naruto could tell that there was at least 80,000 of them left, and if Naruto were to continue at this rate, he would die, and soon after, Sam would be killed as well. Naruto would delve into the 5th form of chakra that the Nine-Tails allowed him to have. The Nine-Tails, realizing Naruto's situation, would let him have on to this amount of power. It was only right. Naruto had to survive. But this wasn't enough either. As Naruto slashed through more of them, more and more got closer to Naruto's level. And by that I mean, if Naruto was cutting through Genin at first, and then Chunin, and then Jonin, now he was fighting Kage level ninja. Naruto would continue to fight through all of them, as at this point, Naruto was severely weakened. His body hurt, but he powered through. He now tapped into 7 tails of the Nine-Tails chakra. At this point, he was able to semi-harness a tailed beast bomb. With that, he would fire it, but it was to no avail. 1 ninja. It took 1 ninja to cut it down. And with that, Naruto had realized he'd need a lot more than that. He would delve into the 8th form of chakra. As Naruto would give in, instead of letting the chakra tails go behind him, similar to what Killer Bee can do in the later stages of the Nine-Tails, he would let the Nine-Tails control him completely. It was then that Naruto resembled that of what he resembled while fighting pain. Naruto's eyes would turn a bright red, as his body would start to morph into the Nine-Tails itself. It was then that he looked like a spitting image. Naruto cut down so many that night that it could only be described as a bloodbath, uncomparable to anything Naruto had seen in his life. With that, 10 more ninjas stood before him. About 9 of them were amazing sealing jutsu users, whilst one of them was the leader of the mercenaries. The leader of the mercenaries had gotten many hits on Naruto at this point, but Naruto hadn't even realized which one was him, until all 9 of the other mercenaries gave up their lives to seal Naruto's chakra. With that, Naruto's chakra would dissipate, and he would resemble his normal self in his normal body. Naruto looked up at the man before him, as the man would yell, "Multi-Shadow Clone Jutsu." Naruto would resort to his last option. "Koto Natsukami," Naruto would yell. This man would then kill himself before Naruto's eyes. As unfortunately for Naruto, he wasn't the real leader of the mercenaries. It was there that there now stood about 100 people. They all charged towards Naruto, as Naruto sat on the ground. He then stood up as quickly as he could, realizing how many were charging towards him, as he would turn around, walking in the direction of Sam. This whole time, Sam's watching and trying to break the sealing jutsu that Naruto had used to keep her where she is and protect her, a barrier of sorts. Naruto would start to be slashed at from the back, as these 100-strong shinobi would all take their shots at Naruto. It was now that his body ached, and that almost every part of his back was cut with scars, or what would later be scars. His whole body was hit, but it was only his back. Only his back. From the front, no such scar was shown. Naruto would turn around as he would roar, but nothing came of it. It was so loud that it numbed a few of the ninja's ears. But even so, it wasn't as if he got stronger. But that yell would be what gave Naruto new hope, as he grabbed onto his blade, mustering up all of the Nine Tails chakra that he could control in this state. It didn't even equal up to one tail. Naruto, using the skills of his Sharingan in tandem with his Nine Tails chakra, would rush through each and every one of them, to where only one stood. This was the true leader of the mercenaries. Naruto would rush towards him, his form sloppy, you could even say pathetic. But what could you expect of Naruto? He had just single-handedly, well, almost single-handedly, defeated 100,000 ninja. This is really unprecedented for anyone. Even Madara Uchiha hasn't done this. But, with that being said, Naruto would press on. Grabbing onto his blade tightly, he would go to slash the man, as the man would stab him in his side. Naruto would fall to the ground, blood now bleeding out of his mouth. Damn it, Naruto thought, as he looked up at the sky. Naruto would then watch as Sam came out of the trees. His eyes widened as he got up. His body now shook with pain as he fell to the floor and got up again. His will was the only thing that kept him standing, as he would try to fight the man once more. This time, Naruto would have a blade to his neck, as Sam Uzumaki would stop the man. Sam would yell out these words, "Please, please don't hurt him!" The man would pause. And why the hell would I not hurt him? He killed every single one of my men. This boy is not a child. This boy isn't even a boy. He's a monster. A demon, even. So why the hell would I let him live? If this is what he did to a few mercenaries, look at what he'll do to the ninja world in the future. Just think about it, girl. You see, the mercenary didn't even realize that this was the girl that accompanied Naruto at the start, as the mercenary didn't even get to see what Naruto looked like in the first place until there were about 10,000 men left. With that, she would continue to plead for Naruto's life, as she would then say the only thing that may work. Well, I know my case can't be very strong for what Naruto's done, but maybe in exchange for my life, you can spare his. Sam, no, Naruto would say, as Sam would pull out a blade in front of her. Please, take this blade and drive it through my heart, if it means that Naruto will live. I admire your willpower to stand in front of me and give me such a speech. And I admire your love for this boy. I would call myself a coward for striking down a little girl. But with conviction like that, I would be a coward for not doing it. I won't stab you in the heart. I don't do that. But instead, I'll let the boy have some time with you. But this will be a killing blow, you understand? Yeah, I get it. Fine. I wish you the greatest time in the heavens. The mercenary leader, known as Kirby, would slam/jab his blade into Sam Uzumaki. She would then fall to the ground as Naruto would start to cry. At this moment, it was as if time had stopped, and his body transformed itself into something that could only be described as monstrous. A different aura emanated off of Naruto as he held the love of his life in his hands. Tears raging down his face, he screamed, "I will never let you live after this!" Naruto would then grab onto his blade as tightly as he ever had, cutting down the man. With that, he would continue to stab and stab and stab his blade into the shinobi, or in this case, mercenary, as Sam, with the little strength that she had left, would grab Naruto's hand. "Naruto, stop. He's already dead, don't you see? Look at his eyes. There's no life in those. He's dead." She would scream this with tears falling down her face as well, as Naruto would let go of his blade, letting it fall to the ground. It was then that he would hold on to Sam tightly, as he would tell her that he would love her forever, no matter what happens. And with that, Naruto was broken, as he felt Sam's body die in his arms. It started to rain. It was there that he sat. He sat there for 5 days. And a passing by person would ask him if he was alright. Naruto would nod his head as the man would walk by. Naruto would then sit there, holding Sam in his arms for another 9 days. It would seem that the days that he had spent with her were his time to reconcile with himself, as he spent another 3. 11 days had now passed, as it was only a miracle that Sam's body was still even close to not being decomposed at this point. Naruto, at this point, decided to grab Sam. And with that, he remembered something. Somewhere, he had heard of a jutsu that was capable of reviving a shinobi, not the Edo Tensei. A jutsu that could a permanent revival, far greater than the Edo Tensei. And with that, Naruto would take Sam's body and rest it somewhere only he knew. It was there that he would return to the village, now 12 years old. He would speak to Hiruzen about his travels, coming to Hiruzen first. And with that, Naruto had decided, from then on, it was either fight or be fought, killed or be killed. It seemed that all of Itachi's words had come to him as he told Hiruzen everything he had experienced in his journey. Hiruzen would ask Naruto if he would like to join an up-and-coming rookie team. Naruto would laugh. Me join a rookie team after all I've been through? That's insulting, Hiruzen. But if it's fun, sure. I'll join some rookie team. Who's gonna be on it? Sakura, Haruno, you, and... Isn't Sakura Haruno that one... pink-haired shinobi? I think I remember her from somewhere. But if she's gonna be on my team, who's the other person? And also, quick question, not to cut you off, Hiruzen. But do you know by any chance where I could find Sasuke Uchiha? No, why? But it is funny that you mentioned Sasuke Uchiha, as that's the other person that would be on the team. Really? Splendid, then. I'll join the team at once, whenever you're ready to put me on it. Well, you can start the first day on the team. But keep in mind, there is a possibility that you can fail. That I can fail? Yes. And then, I'd have to put you on a totally different team. Or maybe you wouldn't be assigned at all. Maybe you'd be a squad captain instead. I don't know. Well, your reputation speaks for itself, Naruto. I see my reputation precedes myself, doesn't it? That is indeed true, Hiruzen would say. As Naruto would walk out of the room. 3 days later, Naruto would be put on Team 7. As the bell test would begin, the rules would be explained, and they would start. And with that being said, this has been part 2 to What If Naruto Was Itachi's Disciple. This part was a little bit gruesome, I guess. That trigger warning was definitely needed at the start. For those of you who were able to watch all the way to the end, I definitely congratulate you all, and thank you. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and with that being said, this has been What If Naruto Was Itachi's Disciple, Part 2. Part 3, coming soon. And with that being said, ramiX out. ramiX back with another video. I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. With that being said, we can now begin the video. In the last part, we left off with the bell test basically beginning, and that's basically the main recap. My apologies. That I'm going to give you guys. Yeah. With that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, and we can now begin the what if. Naruto, after hearing the rules, the bell test would begin. With that, Naruto would talk to both his teammates, asking them how strong they think Kakashi is. They would all give their opinions, and Sasuke and Sakura would give their honest opinions. No need to lie. They also have never really met Naruto, so they really have nothing to say towards him, which Naruto was surprised that Sasuke didn't even recognize him, as Naruto trained with Itachi almost every day, so it was just a little bit surprising that Sasuke didn't remember who Naruto was, or at least didn't recognize his face. But with that being said, after hearing their opinions, Naruto would say this. Now that I know where you guys hold Kakashi's strength, how about after you see this, you hold my strength above that? Naruto would take off his clothes. Basically, what Naruto wore was a black version of his orange jumpsuit. He also did have an orange version, but for the most part, he wore a black version of his orange jumpsuit with the Uchiha crest on the back. Sasuke didn't even realize the Uchiha crest as Naruto would take off the jumpsuit. Under that was a normal, plain, blue Uchiha shirt with the Uzumaki crest on it as well. He would then take off that shirt, and under that was chainmail. Naruto would then take off the chainmail. With that, Naruto would walk towards 𝘾𝙍𝙈𝙊𝙃. Now, Kakashi did not know what to expect. Kakashi had never met Naruto, Kakashi had never fought Naruto, etc. And so Kakashi braced himself to fight a normal Genin. But there was a problem. Sasuke and Sakura couldn't keep their mouths closed, as they both gasped, and Kakashi wondered what was wrong. You see, on Naruto's back, every part of his back was sliced with a scar, each in varying sizes and varying deepness. Naruto would look back at them, asking what's wrong, as they could only put their hands over their mouths with the thought of how Naruto could get all of these scars. Everything that they thought of was horrid, you could say. As Naruto would continue walking further. As Naruto got closer to Kakashi, he would stand still, not moving. Naruto's hands would be behind his back as he would bow. In secret, he had already planted the hand signs for a jutsu. The jutsu was known as Lightning Style. Lightning Dragon's Wrath. Lightning Style Lightning Dragon Wrath is a B rank jutsu. This is a jutsu that Naruto's trying to test the waters with, to see just how powerful Kakashi is. With that, Naruto would put his hands to his side, as the jutsu had already been launched. Kakashi would be taken aback as he would jump, creating an earth-style mud wall to block the attack. The earth wall would crumble, but the attack would be cancelled out nevertheless. With that, Naruto would look towards Kakashi. Naruto thought about activating his Sharingan, but in the presence of Sasuke, maybe it would be noticed. Sasuke still was behind Naruto, with his hands over his mouth. So Naruto thought it wouldn't be too risky, and thus he would activate his Sharingan, using only 2 Tomoe at this point, as there were no need for 3, as again, Naruto wants to test the waters with Kakashi, to see just how powerful his quote-unquote sensei is going to be. You see, Naruto respects Kakashi with really nothing. What I'm trying to say is that Kakashi respects Kakashi with nothing. And I already said that, but what I'm trying to say is that Kakashi is not respected by Naruto. Naruto has 0 respect for Kakashi, just due to the fact that Naruto doesn't know Kakashi, so he can't build respect. And he doesn't have respect for Kakashi just due to the fact that he's his sensei, because Naruto already doesn't look at Kakashi as his sensei. He looks at Itachi as his sensei. You see, during the 3 years that Naruto was with Sam, he did not just grow stronger, obviously, from fighting all these ninja. He also learned many new things, like mastery over lightning style, wind style, and fire style. With that, Naruto also learned a little bit of water style. The only chakra nature that he had no hope in even touching was earth style. In this timeline, that is. With that being said, obviously, in time, he's going to have the earth-style chakra nature, as well. The Rinnegan will eventually take place within him, obviously, just due to the mix of Uchiha and Uzumaki. Especially in the fact that it's a whole Sharingan rather than maybe a little bit of DNA, etc. But the fact of the matter is that Naruto will eventually have earth-style. Naruto would then create a jutsu known as the Uchiha-style Great Fireball Jutsu. Kakashi would block this with his own fireball, with his fireball being taken over, but the attack would eventually just dispel itself, creating a semi-explosion, which would cloud Kakashi's vision. With that, Naruto would appear in front of Kakashi. This time, his hands were ready to grab Kakashi's eye and take it. You see, Naruto, whilst watching Kakashi with his 2 Tomoe, realized that Kakashi had his own Sharingan, and thus, Kakashi, unable to react to such a thing, would have his Sharingan stolen. Naruto would then use his left fist to slam his, fist into Kakashi's face, sending Kakashi flying. Whilst recording this, I realized that a lot of my words seem a little bit tongue-twisted, kind of like I have a lisp or something like that. But just a disclaimer, I suppose. My voice isn't always like this. I'm recording this at 4 in the morning where I live. and I haven't slept, so that's probably why all my words are like this. In the next video, it should not be like this at all. Anyways, back to what should be past or present Rami. Or I suppose future Rami. I'm not too sure. With that being said, Naruto, after slamming his fist into Kakashi, would look at the Sharingan. With that, Naruto would put it in a vial, sticking it in his pants. With that, he would stare at Kakashi, whose eye was now gone. Sasuke and Sakura could only watch in awe. What had just happened? Had Naruto really just beat a Jonin, who's supposed to be their sensei? With that, Naruto would appear in front of Kakashi, as he would smirk. That's not all you have, Kakashi Hatake. I've heard many stories of you. This isn't very becoming of the man who's supposed to be my sensei, don't you think? Well, you took out my Sharingan. How'd you know? How'd I know what? That I had a Sharingan. Are you an Uchiha? No, that can't be right, Kakashi thought. As in the back of his head, he knows that Naruto Uzumaki is Minato Namikaze and Kushina Uzumaki's child. Minato was his sensei, after all. But as he continued to think deeper, Kakashi would speak. You used an Uchiha-style Great Fireball Jutsu. Not a normal Fireball Jutsu. Oh, and how'd you know the difference? Well, when I was in my youth, like 8 years old, so a lot younger than I am now, I had a comrade. And let's just say my comrade's name was Obito. Yeah, Obito works. And he was an Uchiha. We used to spar all the time, and that was his most, I guess you could say, famous jutsu. The Uchiha-style Great Fireball Jutsu. So, I know it's only select to Uchihas, but it can technically be learned by those with either Uchiha blood or the Sharingan itself, in theory. But that's just a theory. So, my question is, Naruto, are you an Uchiha? Far from it. My master, well, he was one. And what's your master's name? Tuh, as if I'd tell you. Unfortunately, Kakashi, I don't have any trust in you at the moment to disclose who my master is. And if you knew, it would only bring trouble to you. Well, possibly. Maybe I'd have to kill you if you ever found out. And I didn't want you to. No clue. Anyways, with that being said, how are you, Kakashi Hatake? Your Sharingan's been stolen. The Sharingan that you probably took from a member of the Uchiha. You see, the only reason I took this eye from you is because it isn't right in your eyes. And so you're saying... What are you getting at? I'm saying that you stole this from the member. Well, I was gonna say the member known as I don't even know, but you stole this from an Uchiha clan member, right? I didn't steal it. And why should I believe you? It was given to me by that same comrade, Obito Uchiha. Let's put it this way. He entrusted me with it as a gift. And Uchiha giving away their Sharingan as a gift is unheard of. It's not unheard of. If their life's in the line. If half their body is being crushed by a boulder. Trust me, it's not unheard of. Now, Kakashi would form hand signs. Lightning blade! Electricity would form around his palm as the lightning blade would now be visible. Kakashi hasn't used the technique without a Sharingan in a very, very long time. But with that, Kakashi would be able to land a blow, piercing Naruto's skin. was the goal that Kakashi had been wanting to accomplish and did accomplish. The goal was just to send a varying amount of electricity throughout Naruto's body, which would in turn knock him out and would allow Kakashi to reattain his Sharingan. Naruto wouldn't flinch, not even bat an eye at this attack, as he would grab Kakashi's hand. This time, Kakashi, now feeling Naruto's hand around his own, would push more and more electricity towards, well, Naruto, as Naruto would tighten his grasp on Kakashi's hands. So, Kakashi, are you trying to kill me? No. All I want is your what? Your Sharingan? Fine, take it. Naruto would throw out the vial onto the floor as he would gut punch Kakashi, leaving him with no air in his lungs. Kakashi would fall to the ground. How do you like that, Kakashi? I saw you use a technique. How about I try it on you? Naruto would jump high into the air, as he would mimic the hand signs that Kakashi used. Lightning Blade! Naruto would rush downwards towards Kakashi. If Kakashi would be hit by this would surely spell near death. Kakashi looked up and would prepare his own lightning blade, completely in shock that Naruto had just, copied his jutsu. At this point, he knew Naruto had a Sharingan of his own. And as their lightning blades clashed, Kakashi would look up at Naruto as he would say, You are Naruto, aren't you? Naruto the Lone Wolf. And with that, their attacks would cancel each other out. Even though Naruto is a much better, I guess you could say, lightning style user, as he's completely mastered the lightning style jutsu. So is Kakashi, but just having the genes that are going to carry him to the Rinnegan, Naruto has a little bit more mastery over lightning style as a whole. But this is his first time using the lightning blade in general, so obviously they're just going to dispel each other. Or in theory, Kakashi's may even be stronger. But besides that, Naruto couldn't care less. Kakashi had proved himself to be a formidable shinobi, and worthy of being Naruto's team leader, but not his sensei. No one would ever fill that spot for Naruto until he meets Itachi again. Naruto would shake his hand. It felt a little off. A lot of electricity was just held in his palm. And he felt a little bad for Kakashi, who had just had to re-put in his Sharingan and fight off his student. Well, Kakashi, the Sharingan's yours. I kinda believe you, kinda don't. You're strong, kid. A lot stronger than strong, Naruto would say as he would grab Kakashi by the neck, slamming him into the dirt. Kakashi would grit his teeth. Get the hell off of me, boy. Naruto would then watch as Kakashi would lift up his mask, showing Naruto his Sharingan as he looked deeply into Naruto's eyes. Naruto would give Kakashi an interesting glare as Naruto would walk away. Okay, Kakashi. Fine. Before walking away, he had grabbed the bells off of Kakashi's waist, passing one of them to Sasuke and Sakura, and the other he would keep for himself. With that, Naruto would sit down, asking the two how they were. Sasuke and Sakura were at a loss of words as Sakura would speak. How are you so strong, Naruto? How am I so strong? You haven't even seen me fight. What you saw was merely me trying to impress our sensei. When we're on the field of battle, my power will be far different. Trust me when I say that. Okay. Naruto. Yeah. Your clothes. Why the hell are you wearing an Uchiha shirt? And on your stupid little jumpsuit, you have an Uchiha crest on it as well. You mind explaining? Explaining what? Explaining why the hell that crest is on your back. It's on my back because obviously I have the right to wear it. Naruto would open both of his eyes at the same time, as one shined a bright red Sharingan. You see, Sasuke, I have those eyes that you dread, don't I? Naruto would quickly disappear as Sasuke tried to launch a punch at him. He then reappeared beside Kakashi. Kakashi would then look into Naruto's eyes. At this time, Naruto's Sharingan was active. I was just about to call you Kakashi-sensei. I guess I can call you Kakashi-sensei and not mean it. Anyways, Kakashi-sensei, I have something to tell you. I'll explain it all in a genjutsu, okay? Without even being able to react, Kakashi was placed under Naruto's genjutsu. Even with his own Sharingan, Naruto's was just superior in every way imaginable. With that, Naruto would reappear behind Sasuke, elbowing him, which would cause Sasuke to fall face first into the ground. Naruto would then look down on Sasuke. As Sasuke would turn around, he couldn't bear the thought of Naruto looking at him like that. Sasuke would then stand up, looking up at Naruto, who was a little taller than him at this point. Well, are you gonna tell me how you have those eyes, or am I gonna have to beat it out of you? Beat it out of me? Naruto would tap Sasuke's head, similar to how, well, Itachi would tap his forehead, which would cause Sasuke to fall on the ground and grit his teeth. Don't you dare do that to me! Why don't you like it? When I was younger, my master used to do it to me all the time. Actually, he told me once that he did it all the time to his... I think he said his younger brother. Oh yeah, and what's your master's name? My master. His name. Does it really matter? Yeah, it does. Well then, you're a smart kid. When you find the answer to that, just let me know. When you find the answer to who my master is. Now Sasuke, prepare for the greatest beating of your life. Naruto would hold no restraint as he beat the hell out of Sasuke. Sasuke now laid up against a tree, his hair sweating, his clothes tattered and cut. But most of all, he was broken. His will, everything he had fought for in life. He wasn't the only Uchiha survivor. Maybe, he thought to himself, what if Naruto's master is his older brother? What if? All of these what if scenarios ran through his head as he would drift off to sleep. There, Naruto would take him home, as he would tell Sakura that she should probably get heading home as well, and that if she waits a little longer, he can even walk her home. Sakura would go with the second option. She would rather be walked home by Naruto, as it is getting pretty late. Naruto would get Sasuke home, and even lay him in bed, place a blanket on him, and leave Sasuke's apartment. How he knew where it was? Well, Naruto had actually been tracking Sasuke for about 2 days, since, well, Itachi told him to keep an eye on Sasuke. With that being said, he would walk Sakura home, as Sakura would ask Naruto a few questions. How are you so damn strong? Naruto. How am I so damn strong, you ask? Well, I totally wasn't expecting that. I was expecting you to ask a completely different question. Well, I do have another one. Where did you get all those scars from? I'll just explain that to you first. And then maybe that will be your answer for how I'm so strong. When I was younger, maybe about 9 years old. No, actually, I was this age, 12. I had fought off maybe 106,000 ninja. And let's just say, all 106,000 of those ninja, except for one, I killed. You killed 100,000 people? Yes, and I did it as if it were nothing. My life was on the line. And so was someone I cared about. Now can you please stop asking about my strength? Okay, well, how's your day, Naruto? It's been like every other day. A lot of fighting. Hopefully I can get some rest tonight. Maybe I'll stop by a little tea shop and grab some green tea to eat. Green tea to eat? That doesn't make any sense. At your age, you probably don't understand the meaning of eating green tea. It's because sometimes, even though liquid is, well, liquid, it can feel as if you're eating the liquid. That probably doesn't make any sense to you. But it's all about flow and how you internally vision something. Or rather, envision it. I don't think I quite understand yet. Well, you probably will eventually, 𝙎𝙈𝙊𝙊𝙃. Or maybe you'll never know exactly what I mean. Well, anyway. Oh, it seems like this is your house, I think. Right? Yeah, how'd you know? Well, if you look through those windows carefully enough, you can see what appears to be a man and a woman eating dinner. And that man's hair is a nice pink, similar to yours. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. Okay, good night, Naruto. Good night, Sakura. Good night. No one's ever said that to me in a very long time. Naruto would shed a tear. You see, the last time that someone said goodnight to him was Sam. And just thinking about that night, wow. It makes Naruto feel like a whole different person. With that, Naruto would walk away, home to his old apartment. Dusting off his sheets, furniture, etc. He would lay down. With that, he remembered that he kept a very large sum of money in a certain spot that only he and Sam were aware of. And so he knew that this was going to be one of his last nights in this apartment, as he was going to buy himself a bit of a mansion, so to speak, but one that had everything he needed. For instance, it would be a pretty big-sized home, but underground would be a gigantic training facility. And maybe in future, as he pours more and more money into it, it could become the new Hokage office, or lead into different villages in some way or another, through underground tunnels and whatnot. But with that being said, Naruto would drift off to sleep. Within a month, Naruto had collected the money from the spot and bought himself the house that he was talking about, with the underground training facility, etc. With that being said, at this point, they're able to go on their first mission outside of the village, the secret mission. The reason why it takes a month instead of like 3 weeks in the actual timeline compared to now is that Sasuke has to recover from what Naruto did, on top of having to meet the requirements of D-rank missions. With that being said, Hiruzen would gladly tell them to accept this mission, as Naruto, Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi would go to the Land of Waves. With that being said, we can basically skip all of the banter, so to speak, in between meeting Tazuna to getting to the first confrontation with Zabuza and Haku. So, to put it simply, Naruto is going to take out both of the bandits far before they even come out into the opening. Naruto would disappear into a few black lines using the body flicker jutsu. This is not him copying Chisui's form of body flicker, it's just his regular body flicker as a shinobi. But with that being said, he would secretly sneak off, kill the bandits, and then return back to the squad. Kakashi knew exactly what Naruto did, and Naruto knew that. But Sasuke and Sakura, well, they had no clue what Naruto was doing. With that being said, they would arrive at the village hidden in the waves. With that being said, the first encounter with Zabuza and Haku would go pretty smoothly. Naruto wasn't really playing offensively and fighting, and, well, it was pretty good. And what I mean by pretty good was the fight. It was just really soothing for Naruto. Even though Zabuza and Haku were trying to, well, knock his head off, it kind of made him feel alive again. Something he hadn't felt in a very long time. But, with that being said, Zabuza and Haku would regroup after being unable to damage basically anyone on the crew, besides Sakura having a small cut on her face due to one of Haku's senbon. With that being said, a few days would pass and Naruto would be sleeping in the woods. As he lies sleeping, Zabuza would stumble upon him. You could either say that it was the grace of God and Zabuza just found himself a way of permanently weakening the Leaf's squadron, I suppose. Or you could say this was to Naruto's detriment in finding Zabuza right in front of him, because now that they're alone, Naruto might just accidentally kill Zabuza, if you get what I'm saying. With that being said, Zabuza would stab his blade into Naruto, right where his seal is. Well, not specifically right near it. Basically, wherever the end of his seal is, he stabbed right beside there, and right into Naruto. Very, 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 very close to his stomach, and actually almost hitting his spleen. With that, Naruto would wake up, as blood would start coming out of his mouth as he slept. Naruto looked up, as his eyes looked faded. Naruto would smile. Well, is this how life's gonna end for me? I see. Naruto would then fall down to the ground. 2 more minutes later, Naruto would awaken. And with that, Zabuza was gone. It had seemed like he put many kunai into Naruto, just to make sure he was very, very dead, you know. With that being said, Naruto did die, only for a moment. For a second. Coincidentally, it was the same second that Zabuza listened to Naruto's heart. Hearing no beat, he left. With that being said, a few hours later, Zabuza would return, stabbing Naruto once more in the exact same spot. With no reaction from Naruto's body, Zabuza assumed him dead and threw him into a tree. Zabuza would grit his teeth. Why am I worrying so much about a little boy? I killed him once and then I came back to make sure he was dead. Why would I even do that? Zabuza thought to himself. With that being said, Zabuza would go and fight Team 7 once more with Haku at his side. This time, the events would unfold much differently. Haku would catch Naruto, well, sleeping, and when she did, she didn't bother him. It was just another dead shinobi to her. Or him, I suppose. Now, with Haku, here's a change. Just so that I do not confuse Haku's gender too much, we're going to leave Haku as a girl, if that's okay with you guys. But with that being said, she would quickly aid Zabuza on the battlefield. And like I said, things are going to go a lot differently. This time in the Ice Mirrors is going to be Sasuke and Sakura. Sakura is not Naruto. Sakura does not have the 9 tails. Sakura is not as fast as Naruto, not as strong as Naruto, not as cunning as Naruto, not as even intelligent as Naruto in battle, etc. She's not as durable as Naruto, doesn't have as much endurance as Naruto. And Sasuke and Sakura cannot work together like Naruto and Sasuke can. Which means that is a much faster, or rather is going to be a much faster downhill spiral for Sasuke and Sakura than it would be for Sasuke and Naruto. Or even Sasuke, Naruto, and Sakura for that matter. With that, Kazuna is unguarded and basically just waiting it out in the mist. With that being said, Naruto would crawl onto the battlefield, picking up the many kunai that were in his body. He would drop them on the floor. Zabuza couldn't even hear the clanging of the kunai on the stone floor, as Naruto would enter Haku's Ice Mirrors. As Naruto entered, it was as if time froze. Sasuke and Sakura looked at him, and they both smiled. They knew Naruto's power, and so they assumed that from here on, things would be easy. Was their assumption right? Well, only time will tell. With that being said, this has been What If Naruto Was Itachi's Disciple, Part 3, I believe. And with that being said, I hope you guys all enjoyed today's video. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And with that being said, ramiX out.
Unfortunately, I lost all of the files that I had for Itachi's Disciples Part 4 and 5. I could have finished the movie, so I hate to cut it short, but this is all I've got for you guys. Make sure to... I am so sorry, honestly. I hate to end series like this. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Share the video to a friend who likes what ifs or just anime content in general. And with that being said, this has been ramiX out.